talent up here, you know?
Nice job. Nice job.
We want to also thank Matt Wilgus in the back for doing this fantastic video. He did it 2 years ago. Let's give him a big hand. It's not easy. He has to pay attention the whole time.
So do we.
Oh yeah, so do we. Yeah, that's right.
But we're having fun.
Yeah. Okay, now we're going to play a little bit of acoustic stuff, I think. We're going to play acoustic song, but we're going to leave it on electric. Okay. In about 1971, which was, I shouldn't say that actually, it's a long time ago. I was playing at Madison Square Garden over in the city, and it was a famous event. It turned out to be a thing called Garden Party. And everybody thought that was some kind of tea room until the Garden Party thing happened, but not anymore. And we were playing a full set, and there was just everybody on the bill. Bobby Rydell, Bobby Darin, Chuck Berry. It was an oldies concert, and Rick Nelson didn't really want to play it because he tried to stay out of this. But we were the closing act, I think, if I remember right. Maybe I'm just dreaming that. Anyway, there's 25,000 people, and that's quite an intimidating audience. If you've ever tried to perform in front of 25,000 people, you get the idea. So anyway, we did Honky Tonk Woman by the Rolling Stones, and we had long hair, and we weren't like, you know, the 60s look or anything like that. And all of a sudden a fight broke out up in the corner, and about 200 people were booing the cops as they removed these people from the arena. But to us on stage, it seemed like the whole Madison Square Garden was booing us. And that really is demoralizing. Because you're out there just, you know, might as well just be naked, more or less. And, you know, you're only this tall to the people in the back. So, consequently, we all went off stage, we went to the dressing room and go, what the hell was that? You know, I mean, this has never happened to us before. We'd do 3 or 4 encores and, you know, and stuff like that. And I always played the Bottom Line and the Palladium and all those places. So anyway, we went home and Rick Nelson wrote this song called Garden Party. And he brought it to rehearsal and we learned it. And then we did the Tonight Show with Johnny Carson. I guess everybody knows, there's a certain age and knows who that is. And we went in the green room. And I had my makeup put on with Red Fox, which was also a really interesting event. The language, but boy, we had a good time before we went out there. Then you go to the green room and you sit around and you watch TV and you realize that 75 or 80 million people are going to see you. So you went from 25,000 to 80 million. So that gives you a perspective. So we're sitting in the green room and Willie Nelson, which is Rick's road manager, excuse me, his manager, not his road manager, but not the Willie Nelson singer, but his cousin. He said, you know, I think maybe you should go out there and, you know, it's a perfect opportunity to tell the whole world that the garden, you know, Garden Party happened and whole Madison Square Garden booed you. You know, and I stood up, I was all of 19 years old, maybe 20. And I said, that's a lie, you can't do that. This is big TV, you can't go out there and tell a lie. And the manager goes, sit down. So I sat down, and we went out in front of 75, 80 million people, and Rick, we sang the Garden Party song, and we went and sat down, and Rick proceeded to tell everyone that, you know, America basically booed us, you know, and the next day the record sold 8 million copies. So, you know, I'm serious, I have all the gold platinum records in my house. So it's, that's how it goes, you know, sometimes you just don't need to be honest, it's promotional business. So anyway, we're going to sing this song, and you're welcome to sing along. We did this in Washington about, what, 2 or 3 weeks ago with Jimmy Leahy, which was great. And are you going to sing with us?
No, I'm just bringing it along.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much. And this song is called Garden Party. It goes like this.
To share old memories, play songs again. When I got to the garden party, yeah, they all knew my name, but no one recognized me because we look like hippies, and it's alright now. a honky tonk, and it was time to leave. And it's alright now. I learned my lesson well. You see, you can't please everyone, so you got to please yourself. La-da-da, la-da-da-da. Up a closet door, and out stepped Johnny Be Good, playing guitar like a ringing a bell, and looking just like he should. So if you gotta play at garden parties, I wish you a lot of luck. If memories are all I sang, I'd rather drive a truck. And it's alright now. I said, la-da-da, and that's pretty much how it goes. Seems like a couple of weeks ago.
How many years?
Well, if I have to really tell the truth, it was 1971, so let's figure it out. That's 29
47 years ago.
and 18.
That's a half a century.
You know, I'm not supposed to say this on tape.
We can erase it.
Yeah, anyway, I can erase it. That's right, I'm doing the post-mix. Okay, now, I also got to play in the garden with a group called the New Riders of the Purple Sage. I think that's what's next.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, yes, that's what's next. And this song was, this group was an offshoot of the Grateful Dead, which this area just loves the Grateful Dead. And me too. And there's another big crowd. I got to play Englishtown 1977, and it was 125,000 live people. Over
I was there.
And that was, the guy was there.
I was 16.
Exactly. He was 16. Oh, there you go.
But you were there, though.
Yeah.
But he was there, yeah. And we're here, which is even more important. So, that was an interesting evening. We had 6 private helicopters, and we could take them and come and go and whatever, you know, and stuff. And then we just did whatever we wanted, and I probably better back out of that one because there was some naughty things going on. It was good. Anyway, Jerry played, what's that?
In a helicopter?
Yes, in a helicopter, yes. Anyway, moving right along, yes. It does happen in the music business. But anyway, Jerry played a great set that night, and all the Grateful Dead, of course, did. And then we also had another friend, Marshall Tucker Band, and they were just a fantastic group. Toy Caldwell is a good friend of mine. We played quite a few gigs with him, maybe 60, 70 gigs over the years. And before we go on stage, I'd go over and see Toy, depending on who went first, New Riders or the Marshall Tucker Band. And he would drink a whole quart. Actually, we'd share one, but if I wasn't there, he'd drink a whole quart of that purple, the whiskey that comes in a purple bag, Crown Royal. And he would shove it before he hit the stage. And I was going, holy, give me some of that stuff. I'm missing out here. I don't know what's going on here. I'm missing something. So anyway, Toy Caldwell was good, but this concert went on for about 13, 14 hours. Dead played until 2, 3 in the morning. We got the helicopters and went home. So here's a song New Riders made famous called the Glendale Train. This is a little different genre. This is a little flat picking kind of pickup stuff. It sort of goes on.